Matt getting a solo show because all other family members have quit. Little People Big World is one of the longest-running TLC shows. The Roloffs, Matt, Amy, and their 4 kids, Molly, Jeremy, Zach, and Jacob, began starring in the show in 2006, and it went on till 2023. Not only did the viewers see the kids grow up, but their very own kids also grew up on lpbw. But it looks like the future of the show has been bleak, as the previous season, Season 25, came to an end. There was a wholesome compilation at the end. It featured a montage from the time everyone had made their debut. Many feel it was a way of TLC depicting the show has ended. Moreover, Amy Roloff also hinted at the same thing in her new live session. However, the one person who has always been optimistic about doing the show is Matt Roloff. Could this mean that he will get a solo show? No. As the new season of Little People Big World has aired, viewers have had many conflicting views about it. For instance, many didn't like watching Zach and Matt's fight for Roloff Farms play out on screens. They hated the negativity behind it. Others thought that it was finally bringing a dramatic flair to the show, which it lacked. But it looks like the network had its fill and decided to cancel the show. Amy Roloff also shared some details about this. She has a tendency to go live on Instagram, often with her best friend, Lisa. While talking about lpbw, she expressed that there is no future for the show. She seemed content with this news and had accepted it. However, longtime viewers must remember how her ex, Matt Roloff, was always open to doing more and more seasons. Could this mean that he will get a solo show of his own? The news of lpbw's cancellation began circulating after Zach and Tori confirmed their exit from the show. They wanted to focus on other prospects and move on from the farm drama. Most audience members appreciated them for their firm decision. Prior to this, there were also rumors about Matt's fiancée, Caryn, quitting the show because of the online bullying. Now, Amy Roloff also took to her social media to reveal that the show has no future. It's obvious that if she doesn't star in the show, then neither will her husband, Chris Marek. This means that Matt is the only one interested in doing more seasons. He has always had an optimistic approach when it comes to the show and has mentioned many times how he wants to film more. However, now that most of the family members have quit, it could mean that Matt will have to adapt to this. Otherwise, there is a chance that TLC might continue the series just with him. But that's a big risk, as no other big stars could mean the show might not get good ratings. In any case, TLC has not yet confirmed anything about there being more seasons or an additional spin-off. lpbw stars Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler share a great bond with each other. They are often supporting each other, and their chemistry is also evident in the show. The Little People Big World couple is now on the verge of walking down the aisle as well, but it appears that there are still some things that are causing issues between them. Viewers recently saw Caryn and Matt clashing over the design and interior of their brand new dream mansion. They weren't able to find common ground, and fans wondered what was coming next for them. Matt Roloff has been busy building his huge mansion, calling it his dream house these days. He has been doing everything to complete his dream house, and often shares updates regarding the same on social media. However, it appears that the lpbw celeb had clashes with Caryn during the entire process. During a recent episode, fans saw Caryn and Matt butting heads over the barnwood look of their new residence. They were discussing how they were supposed to make their house different from the big house, where all 6 Roloffs used to live. Caryn was quick to ask her beau, "So it's not a barn? You don't want to try to make it look like a barn?" While referring to the flooring, Matt didn't even hesitate to reply, "Why not?" which was an eyebrow raiser for Caryn. Though he interjected his fiancée, he was in no mood to have a fight with her. Hence, the lpbw celeb decided to find a solution. Matt explained that from now on, he would show the product that he likes to Caryn, and she'll tell him where she doesn't want it. So, whatever place would be left, Matt will put it there." Caryn and Matt then joked on the matter, and their conversation became playful. But the former made it clear that this new mansion is of the latter's, and she doesn't consider it as her own. Years after his divorce, lpbw star Matt Roloff is going to wed Caryn, but it appears that he has been having some strange thoughts before his big day. The celeb recently opened up about how he is feeling petrified about walking down the aisle again. This came after Matt's friend had already noted that he seemed to be scared. Matt explained that though he doesn't want a future with anyone other than Caryn, he has some concerns about the same. The celeb is wondering if his relationship with his fiancée will end up changing after they exchange vows. As per Matt, everything is going great between them, and things are at their best. That could be the reason why Matt is having double thoughts. He admitted to the cameras, "We have the whole, don't fix what's not broken." He then explained that neither of them has anything against the concept of marriage, but they are wondering if they really have to do this or not. Though Matt has heard many stories about changing relationships, he is trying to stay positive. Matt Roloff began his journey almost 2 decades ago on Little People Big World. Since then, a lot of change has taken place in his family, as well as his family farm. At first, lpbw viewers saw his and Amy's divorce and how the latter sold her part of the land to him before moving out of the family property. Their sons, Jeremy and Zach, were supposed to take over, but that didn't happen. Since the family found themselves in a property feud, they moved on. Now, Zach and Jeremy both have a house of their own and have given up on the farm. At the same time, Matt ended up making a lot of changes in the 100-acre farmland. One of them was building a big dream house for him and his fiancée, Caryn Chandler. It looks like he has finally moved in it. Audrey Roloff is quite active on her social media handle. While she is no longer an active cast member from lpbw, she has a hold on the audience through her Instagram presence. Her latest post came as a shock to fans. Fans already know about Jeremy and Matt's estranged bond. It happened when the latter refused to sell the farmland to his son. Jeremy was so devastated that he called it a death of a dream. Since this incident, his family refrained from visiting Matt and the farm much. Even if their new Hillsborough home was 10 minutes away from the property, they maintained their distance. But things are beginning to change now. Audrey shared a video of her kids, Ember, Radley, and Bode, visiting their granddad. All 3 of them were in a toy car and pulled up at Matt Roloff's new driveway for his dream house. Audrey did mention that all of them were there to meet their little papa. As the kids were in front of the new house, Audrey's video also showed the brick exterior of the newly built property. So, viewers began to wonder if Matt had officially moved into his dream house. For the unversed, Matt had vowed to build a dream house for him and his fiancée, Caryn, to live in after their marriage. As per the updates from pumpkin season, the lpbw star had confirmed how they would be moving in during December. By the looks of Audrey's story, it seems as if the couple have already done so, but Matt has not yet made a post about it on his Instagram. The history of Roloff Farms is rather complicated. For instance, Matt never wanted her sons to inherit his property. He instead wanted them to buy it off him, but his selling price was too high, even if he offered them a special family discount. After lots of back and forth, both Jeremy and Zach gave up on their dream of living there as they couldn't afford it. Then, in 2022, Matt decided to put the farm up for sale for $4 million, but only 16 acres of it. Then, he changed his mind and turned the big house into a rental. It ended up being a good opportunity for lpbw fans to visit the house